quick look for the agenda. We'll cover the journey so far for the non-stop, like from where we started, how we started. Then the core of this meetup of this topic would be understanding the EC3 components. Then what are the tools and techniques we use at non-stop, and then of course we'll have some Q&As. Topic is the journey so far. So we started from 2015, and we started from literally a small room. Okay, it was just like not even a 1 BHK. It was just a small room, and it was all in letter. This was our very first image or very first pic of the office that we took. Then we started with our own painting. That's me, and that's Sumit. Sumit is we just met. So we started painting this room, and this was the tentative or somehow the cleaner version of the previous room that you saw. And then we had like 2 machines, and from here our journey started. Some problem statement we had, one problem to work on, one solution that we wanted to provide with like a mobile app, and that is how it started. In the year 2016, we moved to a slightly bigger office. It was like garage kind of a thing. Okay. And then this was like a scoring board that we kept. So we have Anuj, Pooja, Rav, and Snehal. Pooja, as you know, she is our ex-employee at NonStop. So we used to work from this office. There was quite a many struggle over here because it was not properly ventilated. Fan ka वगैरह थोड़ा issue था, but we made it work somehow. Then 2017, 2018, as the team grew bigger, we again moved to a different location. Over there, it was like from a small room to garage. Now we came to a 1 BHK. We did had some fun, and these were some sessions that we held in that 1 BHK. And from 1 BHK, then we shifted to one of the rented spaces. It was in City Vista, which was around 1200 square feet of area, which was a proper professional office-like structure. Over there itself, we did our assembling of the tables and everything by ourselves. Yeah, so this was like a proper professional or like an office structure. Then 2019, 2021, as you all know, COVID strike, and then we started working from our home. This was like online calls and everything. In 2021, NonStop had a merger with a company called as Alfonso Solutions. So the 2 companies merged at that time, and then the strength of NonStop, we were like 40, 45 people strong. And yeah, we did had some fun again after the COVID was lifted. And from 2022 and 2023, we shifted to this space. So this is Panchsheel Soho. Then again, we had some outings, some award ceremonies for our outstanding employees or teammates. Yeah, this is me in the wild. As the office was getting constructed and we had some interior design getting done, it didn't hold us back from our day-to-day activities. We had some collaboration done in that particular space or whatever we had then. We got things done. Again, this was how our existing office was coming up. These were the tentative designs what our interior designer gave. And this is the actual thing which got designed, developed, and what you see over here. Okay, so in 2024, so after all these struggles, we have our three main founders, Neeraj, Saurabh, and Sumit. On a board of advisors, we have Joe, we have Dr. Niyati, and we have Pawan. And as of now, we are 60 plus strong members or team members. So that has been the entire journey of NonStop from 2015 to 2024. And now coming to our actual topic, that is understanding of EC3. So a quick question: can anyone guess what would be EC3 if you are been in the office? There's something or something put about these diagrams. It's right here in the yeah, creativity is one. Yeah, empathy is first one. Yeah, clean code is what developer have. What I have tweaked it is clean design, and there's one missing. Collaboration. Yeah. So these are the four fundamentals of NonStop. That is empathy, creativity, collaboration, clean code slash clean design. So that is what we stand by, adhere by, and whatever product we deliver, okay, we want to emphasize that we have achieved all this. So the talk that we have today is we'll just see how or what are these aspects, and maybe in the future or the upcoming talks, we will talk about the actual design, how we get implemented. This would be more theoretical stuff, or like just the idea of it, like how these four principles are, or how these four principles are getting enacted or getting used in our day-to-day work. So, what is empathy exactly?
देख तेरे को भी दुख है, इसको भी दुख है, और मेरे को भी एक छोटा सा दुख है.
Okay, so what is it exactly? Says that is the ability to understand and share the pain points, feelings of others. Over here, others means our users, or the stakeholders, or the customers, and not just restricting to those, but also the designers, developers will be developing or designing. So whenever we are working on any particular design, we need to understand or we need to be empathetic with who is going to be using it. We need to know their pain points, what are their needs, what they actually want to get achieved from that particular application or that particular solution. Okay, so that is what empathy is all about. What is the importance of empathy in UX? Okay, so creating design and truly meeting their needs and preferences, which also ensures that user is highly satisfied and well engaged with the product. Okay. How do we achieve it, or what are the techniques of building empathy? Proper user research, user personas, and empathy maps. Okay. So can anyone tell me at what stages of, let's say, product development or product designing, these three will come into picture? Any guesses? Will it be at the initial level or the mid level or once it is delivered? The product is delivered. Right. So it comes at every level, right from the inception or even before the very first meeting is held with the client or anyone or stakeholders. We have to come up with good user research, like who would be using the application, किसके लिए है application, who are the actual stakeholders, who it will affect. Then user personas would be what type of users they are, where they are staying, what all resources they have access to, what is the actual goals of those particular users of using using the application or the product. And the final thing is empathy map. Okay, empathy map is more like what the user sees, thinks, does, and what it feels. So yeah, this is how empathy is built. Next is
छोड़ उसको, ये राम लक्ष्मण का टोपी है, रामायण नाटक का। ये टोपी पहन के तू चोरी करेगा ना तो भगवान तेरे को अगले जन्म में रावण बनाएगा। हाथ नहीं लगा बाबू भैया, ये लपेट के चले क्या? छोड़ रहे बाबा, छोड़ रहे, समझता नहीं है। ये द्रौपदी का साड़ी है, इतना लंबा पहनते पहनते देवी प्रसाद का पोती बड़ा हो जाएगा, समझता नहीं है। ये है।
okay. So I'm just trying to add some humor to the presentation. So what exactly is creativity? It is use of imagination or original ideas to get to create something awesome and get the job done. Okay, we don't want a boring solution. We want something which has to be creative, which has to be unique. It has to catch the eye, and of course, it also has to get the job done. Okay. So, what is the importance of creativity in UX? As I said, making designs unique and solving complex problems with original and effective solutions. Now, how do we achieve creativity? Lots of brainstorming sessions. So, if you have noticed, we have 2 to 3 meeting rooms. So, we get lots of suggestions. We implement the suggestions from these brainstorming sessions. Design thinking and workshops. Okay, so we try to attend many workshops. Then there are meetups as well. So this is the first one which is taken in office, but we also make sure that we attend few others at their location, or if there are conferences, we attend those as well. And the culture of experimenting and keeping up with the trends. So we try to experiment more and more various solutions. As you all know, there are various tools, AI tools that are coming to the market. We try to experiment with those and try to keep up with the trend. And with using these three, we try to keep up with our creativity or build our creativity. Okay, next is collaboration. Again, working together to achieve a common goal and to achieve it more effectively. The importance of collaboration. It is like we can achieve a well-rounded design, which uh, which ensures that all the aspects are considered. How do we achieve collaboration at NonStop? Cross-functional teams. Okay, what do I mean by cross-functional teams? That the UX team or a design team actively works with the QAs. It actively works with the mobile team. It actively works with the developers. So we have a culture of cross-functional team management. Regular communication. Regular communication has to be with our clients, our users, our testers, our end users, our stakeholders. And finally, effective collaborative tools. These tools are like more of, let's say, Slack or Zoom. Then we have few more which will come in the tools and techniques section of how do we use these tools. And finally, clean design. So this is how a clean design should feel like. What do we achieve, or what are the importance of clean design is it enhances UX, it improves navigation, and it reduces clutter, which again ensures more readability, accessibility, and it also ensures better user engagement. What are the principles of clean design? Simplicity, consistency, and what are the actual user needs that we need to cater to. Now we'll see what are the actual tools and techniques we use at NonStop for getting all these 4 things that we just saw. So our research tools usually include some surveys done at the initial level, at the mid level, and also at the end level. SurveyMonkey and Google Forms are more like question and answers, and you just fill in whatever the survey is. Whimsical is a exhaustive tool which you can use. So you can start with your low fidelity diagrams. You can also use the brain maps, the mind maps, and etc. How many of you have used Hotjar? Hotjar is basically it is implemented directly at the client's end or customer's end, and we can directly track what the exact customer is doing. Okay. Of course, it comes with its own privacy and everything. Like for example, if you want to test a login flow, but the user is putting his own credentials, Hotjar does ensure that privacy is maintained. So that is user research tools. These are the actual design tools that our designers use at NonStop. We initially started with Bohemian Sketch. Then Adobe launched its own version of designing, that is Adobe XD. Then Figma is like an industry standard. Everyone mostly uses Figma now. Adobe did had a deal with Figma, but I think that's cancelled now. So these top 3 are mostly for our low fidelity, mid fidelity, or high fidelity design. Okay. The bottom 3 are more for micro interactions. That is Rise, Lottie files, and Envision is mostly for our end prototyping. So Envision is mostly downgrading now. No one mostly use it, but it was one of the best tools, let's say in 2016, 2017. And our collaboration tools include Google Meet, Zoom, Teams, Slack, and Miro Board. And of course, we do collaborate for our whenever we get time for teas and coffees. We do have good outings at NonStop. So yeah, so that was how the core principles of NonStop, the EC3. So for this meetup, we'll be only the focus was only to get introduced to EC3 and get the tools and technologies what we use at NonStop. And maybe in the subsequent talks or meetups, or we have our Instagrams, Facebook. We'll be actively now putting forth our case studies, whatever we are working on our social channels. And yeah, that comes to the end